welcome to Motorsport Mondays, and I have been looking forward to this stream all week. Let's get the main screen turned on. It's going to be an epic race day. It's the final race of the season. We're 3 points behind a rival for a jump from 6th place to 5th place in the team standings, and a very high payout change. I don't know what the exact payout numbers are, but in this league, there's it's got a steep ramp up for payouts, so it should make a difference of many millions of dollars, or pounds, I guess, to make the jump. We are going to be racing in the Ardennes, in the rain. There's a lot of potential here. There's also a lot of potential for things to go horribly wrong. So let's hope it's going to work out over here. Let's do, quickly, I want to do some reading of the resubs, and then we got quite a few things to talk about, including one of the things we're going to be talking about, which has been a topic for, well, this season, and in fact, the previous one as well. Monty's got 1 month left on our contract. We're going to have a little chat, and we'll see. But first, the resubs. If Streamlabs will refresh the page. There we go. Ducci? Maybe? Thank you very much for the resub at 30 months. Catmandos at 88 months. Some months indeed, Catmandos. Van Gunderson at 32 months. Valen at 29 months. Numbers at 16 months. Mordred Viking, hey Mordred, at 37 months. Naughty Trousers Snake has got a 1-year Twitch anniversary. Please Say Trans Rights says 29 months. Kaylee BG says 20 months. Fagava at 24 months. There's a 2-year Twitch anniversary. The Man is at 53 months. Something, inexorable passage of time. Finn McCool's at 72 months. 72 months from Finn McCool. And just now we got Colin coming in at 6 months. Thank you very much for those resubs, all y'all. We play more Evil Genius 2 if when they fix the UI wreckage. I hope so. I want to play a lot more Evil Genius 2, but it is kind of true that in the current state, I'm not enjoying myself. Because of some UI things here and there. So we'll see how that develops over time. Bum. All right. So with Rhea, here's the thing. I don't think she's really going to meet the potential of all her stars all the way. I mean, she does have, like, let's not kid ourselves. She does have 520s. And feedback, which is the lowest, doesn't actually affect race day itself. And I mean, you got to focus over here. Really, the only thing that's low is consistency, and really that's just a random num generator. And then overtaking at a 16, which 16 isn't terrible, but it would be nicer. Now, what has she got going on for her? Her stupendous marketability. It's 100 right now because of a budding musician, which might turn into a permanent musician. She might release an album and stick to that. But even without that, I don't remember what her base marketability is, but it's over 90. It's really quite good, which that brings in sponsor money, which is incredibly important. The fact of the matter is, I think she's actually a pretty good driver, brings in the cash, and she's fairly cheap to keep around. Now, there are a few options. In the setup for today's race, one of the things that happened is the media questions, which happened whenever after the last race. I don't remember. Oh, it would be right before this. Yeah, this interview over here. They asked me, hey, would you ever consider Lucy Lavoie for your team? And I said, yeah, of course. And now she's gained the trait that she'd be willing to discuss terms with us. Drivers, thank you. And yes, favorited. Lucy over here. And she has not terrible marketability at 55%. Could certainly be a lot better, though. And the thing is, while she is like one of the top tier drivers in the league, numbers-wise, it's not like she actually has everything. She only has a single 20. I mean, don't get me wrong. 19s are obviously very good. So that could be something to consider. Hayden over here, I don't think is willing to discuss terms with us, which is too bad, because his marketability is 100%. His stats are stupid good, but yeah, he's not willing to have a discussion with us, probably because we're a little bit too low down the way. And yeah, with Lucy, obviously, her break contract is really expensive. It's like, does that make any sense? I don't know. Getting someone else who's a little bit more affordable. We have Patricia over here, who's obviously pretty good. Marketability is, let's say, fine in there. Decided to invest in team paying for you. Yeah, her contract's only got the 1 month left. She'd be willing to have a chat. We could consider something like, I would say probably something like Patricia is probably the thing we'd consider the most to replace Monty with. Does Lucy's age of 31 matter? I mean, she might retire at some point. That might be true. So I've made a straw poll here. I'm curious. I know there's some people who are like, you know, ride or die, Team Monty to the end. I mean, obviously we kind of like her. Anyway, there's a straw poll over there. You give me some feedback as to whether we should renew Monty's contract or look for a replacement. We can deal with that after the race. What else? We finished our brake design. I did go ahead and I didn't actually start another brake design. The next one, there would be a YOLO for a random legendary part, so a new brake design might turn out to be awesome or it might not be. The problem with our brake design is most of the parts that we have been adding to the brakes, we're adding to the max performance, not the current one, which means it needs a lot of time to try to achieve maximum performance, and therefore I'm not sure we have time to design it and put it in there. As is. Mostly we don't have that many parts that we're improving performance on anymore. I mean, there's 5 parts in here, but a lot of them are fairly close to their cap. So most of the development here is going towards the parts that are short, which is going to be the brakes. A lot of the brakes can get a lot of points. 39 days after the race. Hopefully that's going to be enough time. We might not literally max out everything to its perfect performance, but it's going to be damn close before the end of the year, which is, I think, how long we've got. I'm not sure. Use command/poll to make a poll directly in the chat. Is that just built into Twitch? That's cool. I should look into that. For a long time, they didn't have that, I don't think, but we'll see. Yes, we've got our bingo cards as well. Just out of curiosity. Oh, everyone's like 100% renew her contract. Well, sorry. By 100% everyone is there for renewing her contract. I mean, 71% of people are 100% in favor of renewing her contract. So we'll do that. What we could consider doing is we could consider just, you know, renew it for just a year, you know, keep her on a short contract. We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe. Should remove the worst engine in the gearbox. Better to max out one thing than being close to 2. Is it though? Because I was thinking about that, and everything stacks, right? No matter, like, whether we add +2 to one thing or +1 to 2 separate things, it's all going to get carried over to the next season. And then carried over in the next one and the next one and the next one. So I don't think it really matters where the part gets applied. Because even if like we're adding a few more points to a part that kind of sucks, it's still the base number that we're going to then improve on for the next season. So I think it doesn't really matter where the points go. We got some whiskey and chocolate just came in. Who dat? Differenti. Hey, Differenti. Oh, happy to see you race my home country today. Oh, you live in France. Because we're racing the Ardennes region of France today. Anyway, finally able to catch another stream while working a deadline. Thanks and go. Thank you very much. What does Mitsuki look like? Oh, this guy over here. 82% marketability, although that's with a fun runner temporary trait right now, which might develop into something else. So I mean, not bad. But the thing is, it's still like, you know, you look at this and you're like, okay, Monty's actually really good. Again, she looks a little worse because she's got 8 in feedback, which higher feedback would theoretically make it a little easier for us to max out some traits in practice, but it doesn't really matter that much. And low consistency could be slightly annoying, but again, not actually a big deal. So Monty's actually pretty good. I would change drivers only if we already have the best car and still can't win. Yeah, I think based on how the way the votes are going, and my opinion as well, I think we keep Monty around through another contract. I think that's going to be fine for now. Again, especially if she stays cheap, it's going to be really good. Because right now, we still have to throw a lot of money into car development. So I think we're going to renew here. And I think I'm going to renew now. Is renewing her even possible? Well, I don't know. Interesting. Wages aren't very important to me. Status is fairly important. Well, we'll promise you equal status. Wages aren't very important, but she's still going to want something. So she is going to want more pay than before. Because right now the minimum is basically what she's getting paid for. Yeah, she's only got the 1 patience. Well, we get 2 goes. So, I mean, the max is 1.2 million. If we pull it back to around 800,000, you know, it's doubling her pay. Although it's not that much either. She doesn't want a long contract. Well, it's just fine. This is effectively a 2-year contract over here, right? Offer position 2. I guess it doesn't say it's very important, just fairly important. Aren't there? Maybe we can do a little lower. She won't mind a 403? I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll give her equal, because I don't want it to fail on this. And really, I mean, right now, it's easy enough to manage the parts, and that's really the only thing there is. She doesn't care about the motos. We'll list a bonus in here if you happen to get a first place. Just do 1 tick above her currently. I don't know. It feels pretty low, but I guess, we could, if she says no, we could just replace her. A few people say 1 step over the base. She doesn't have a lot of patience. Well, we're giving her everything else. She's going to have equal status, which is going to be fine. I'll offer her the long contract, because the thing is, her contract is so cheap that even if we have to break it early, it's not going to be so bad. Hey, what? 2 steps over. Done. And then she doesn't really care about this, but it'll exist. So she's going to have a green check mark here, 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 here. It's going to be okay. I know it says wages aren't very important to me, but they're full of shit. 3 over, 5 over. Do we hear 6? 6 over? 6 over? Anyone ever? Twitch chat. No consistency. Let's go with this. Let's lowball. We do have 1 strike available, and we shouldn't insult her to the point where she just runs out the first time, since only 1 thing will be out of whack. He says, totally confident. Done. All right, we're going to try to renew her, see what we can do. There's no sponsorship changes to make. The park development is fine, nothing new coming in. I think we're ready to race. So, let's talk about the Ardennes over here. This track is, first of all, it's going to be rain. Heavy rain is predicted for race day. It's in fact predicted throughout. What we're hoping for, though, is inconsistent rain. Because what we would like is some period where we're going from slicks to wets or vice versa, or even between intermediates and wets would be fine too. We want a change in raid levels over the course of the race, because that will unlock our most powerful ability, Strategy. Because the problem is, if it's just solid wet the entire time, then everyone just does wet as their stints, and that's it, and there's really nothing, and then the fact that we've got a shittier car is really going to hold us back. So we're hoping for some variation in the rain throughout the race. So yeah, we can strategize as much as possible, and get something going. So fingers crossed over there, we'll see how it goes. We'll pick Golden Tiger for the sponsor, that's okay. Tire-wise, so it is a low tire wear race. Even if it was completely dry, I don't think we'd have to bring 2 sets of mediums. Because with the low tire wear, we might, like 1 stops might be possible, but I bet you it's something like medium to soft or something like that. So we'll bring the 1 set of mediums. I'll bring 3 softs and 4 super softs, or 5 super softs, whatever. This will give us, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess we don't even need this many super softs. I'm going to want at least 1 super soft for race day, maybe 2, in case there ends up being like a slick into wet into slick kind of breakdown. So we are going to want some varieties. And we might want 1 for the for quality as well. If you can find that dry window, it's going to be okay. Probably it's going to matter, because probably we're just going to be using wets and intermediates. But assuming, we have to be prepared for some sort of slick window, and it is possible. We've seen heavy rain advertised and basically haven't had no rain for the entire race as well. It is going to be cold on race day, which is going to be interesting. 441. I don't think we need 4 softs. With low fuel wear, or tire wear, 3 softs should be able to actually just finish the race. Soft can probably finish it. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being the soft super or something like that. I don't think we need 4 softs. And even for practice, I don't know if I care. Well, all right, the question is do we think we're going to want to use soft knowledge during the race? In which case, we'd have to burn a full set of softs in practice to develop that. The thing is, it's going to be heavy rain in practice, which means developing knowledge of slick tires is going to go really, really, really slow. I think I'd rather do this, because there's more of a chance that we end up sticking. I mean, maybe we don't need 5, because maybe we're not going to... Well, ideally what we'd like to do is probably practice in softs. The ideal world is get the level 3 knowledge in super softs for during practice, and find a window where we can use 1 for 1 stint in quali, which would be stupendous. I mean, that would be the ideal, which means we burn through 2 super softs there, and then on a race day we have a couple more left. Okay, that does leave us with a spare. Maybe we do this. I mean, the downside to this, well, I guess the worst case scenario with this is if it turns out to be completely dry in quality and we do 2 cents on super softs, it still leaves us with 1 with race day, which is probably fine. So I think it's 6. I doubt it's going to matter, like, at all. But this might be the way that technically there's more of something in there. You know, we could... What are we going to do? This represents... What does this represent? This represents us burning through a whole soft during practice for knowledge and then using 3 for race day. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But I think the other one's not going to happen either. Because it's much more likely, if anything, we might practice on wets or intermediates, get knowledge for race day. Right? I think 5-3-1 or 4-4-1, neither one of them is going to make a difference. So let's just move on before we drive ourselves crazy. Yeah, I mean, the Vamoose sponsor would be great. I mean, it's possible we get a 3rd or above. With the rain like this, it's actually possible. And the Golden Tiger bonus pool is so small, but it's much more likely to happen. I think the expected value is better with Golden Tiger than with Vamoose over here. Well, we don't know if the weather is going to be all wet. We have seen literally, it's a heavy rain and have had a 90% race that was dry. There's no guarantee. Just all it is there's going to be heavy rain that day somewhere in there. But we've seen a lot of variation. Sometimes it's literally we think we've only ever seen 1 race, maybe 2, but only 1 comes to mind where it was heavy wet the entire time, where we just ran the entire race on wets. We did wet as our stint, and that was it. I think only 1 time has that ever happened. Usually you at least get variation that is some sort of maybe wet into intermediate and back, or usually there's some sort of slick period maybe in there where it dries out a little bit. Oh, looks quite sunny on practice. Remember, this is supposed to be another heavy rain day. It is going to start. So we're going to have we're going to have 3 minutes of dry, and then after that it's going to be pure intermediate weather. Which is fine. It's going to give us the ability to learn our intermediates. I propose what we do is we go out on the supers, try to get 1 level of super knowledge for quali. Although, we actually don't need... Hold on. We no longer need tire knowledge for quali. Because 1 driver has the better sweet spots. Now, admittedly, I think level 3 tire knowledge might be better than sweet spots. But 1 driver... Balky has access to sweet spots. And now, and this is fairly new, Monty has access to the super overdrive engine mode for qualification. So all we want is quali trim level 3, and then we want the mechanic trait for both of them. So we don't have to worry about super soft knowledge whatsoever. I propose then, all we do is we throw on some intermediates, and we run around the intermediates. We get the level 3 intermediate knowledge, which might be amazing for race day, might not get used at all for race day. We have no idea. So, slap these 2 drivers in here. And yeah, well, we're not going to start on dry. I mean, we could do a swap, but there's no point. We'll grab the intermediates. And in terms of this, it's 27 lap race, which means like if it is wet the entire time, it's just a 1-stop race. Like wet into wet, intermediate into intermediate. But we're hoping for variation because we can usually time our pit stops much better than the AI. That's our one hope for really coming out well in this race. So yeah, we'll do both on intermediates. And even though I really like this minigame so much, I did go and just look up a stat recommendation for these cars to at least get close to start off with. The thing is, even the stat numbers online, it is going to vary from because there's randomness. There's some sweet spot, and then there's some randomness around it. And it varies for each driver. So both drivers don't have exactly the same settings, but I at least want to start off close because it's such a critical race. I'm going to deny myself a little part of my favorite minigame to get a start that's kind of like this. Same thing here. 15-7. And there's a bunch of different, everyone's got different things they've posted for different percentages. All we're looking for is to get close so that we can wiggle waggle and find the sweet spot with a little bit less work. Just confirm that for both of them it's inside their green zone. It is. Excellent. Done and done. Oops, let me move this. I think this is like in a valley. The rain often doesn't hit there, I think. Oh. All right. Let's do this. Use the qualifying to perfect the setup. You only use one lap to qualify for the time setting. That's a good point, yeah. I see what you're saying. Send out. Send out. Bring. There's the rain. Excellent, good, excellent. Again, it's like, it's so funny that, like, yeah, there's no, I mean, and again, we can save our build. I usually really like the, this minigame, but again, we want it to get as close as possible. So it's nice, we know where a couple of the excellents are. We don't know where the ideal handling is. So I'm going to give it 2 notches of, actually, I'm going to pull back 2 notches and see what that does. That is going to break the speed balance, but that's going to be okay. And yeah, we can still start with the quality trim. That's fine. Actually, I think our drivers are split on what they're doing. And what do we have here? Only 91%. So I'll dial back a little on the downforce. Do that with the handling and the top speed. I'll pull back a couple of notches, and we'll get some more useful information. And yeah, do the quality stints here. Although I guess the race is more important. Yeah, 96% as a start's pretty good. We're usually only satisfied with the 98 and above, though. 97. Okay, so the handling was good, became great. I suspect what we want to do, actually, is pull back with the handling a little bit. Let's try something like this. Let's see what that does for us. Oh yeah, I gotta move the camera to over here, yeah. Okay, there we go. We improved the speed. We're up to 95%. It's interesting, we're still just great. I'm gonna add in more downforce. I suspect that this will break it and tell us we're only good, but that's gonna be useful information. Do something like that. And let me tweak those a little bit like that and see what happens. I think someone did post 100% to me once on Twitter. But yeah, it's really unlikely. Because I think they mostly round down some things, right? So if any one of these is off by a pixel, they give you, like, it's, you know, 99.9%, but it round downs to 99. Presumably the internal numbers are still there. Did we get 100% once on stream? Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember. I guess we did. Triple purple. Is it the 99 or the 98? Ah, it's only the 98. Still, it's going to have to be good enough. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap both drivers to race trim as they come through here. So Monty is done. We're just going to try. We should have plenty of time to max out race trim, then we go back to quali and hope we get as much as we can. But the race trim to me is the most important. We're just working on Balky now. Oh, there we go. Finally found some purple on Balky. Yeah, I'll do a tire pressure change or something on Monty next time they come in, just to see what we can shift around. So, alright, it was good. It was great over here. It's still great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the rear wing angle and then increase the front wing so that our downforce stays basically the same, but we shift our speed balance a little bit. Maybe I'll do it a little bit more. There you go. Shift that a little bit, and then you can just stay out, because we can probably find something. Now the important thing is to max out our area knowledge, or active knowledge. Just going to go ahead and put them on high engine mode for both. And we're just looking for level 3 race trim. And I mean, also level 3 intermediate tires, but that should just come automatically. You recommend this game? Should I buy? Oh man, I've had so much fun with this game. Just wait till it comes on sale, because it does come on quite deep sales fairly often enough. It's still, what, like 30 bucks or something for full price? But I think you can get it for like 75 off fairly often. Okay, intermediate tires about the finish, but that's fine. I don't think I'm going to work on any other tire knowledge, because we don't need it for quali, and we have no idea what we need for race day, so I'm just going to keep all the tires there. You got it for 10 bucks there, dude. Perfect. 10 bucks Canadian as well. Woohoo. Alright, so just keep going until we max out race trim. Should be maybe one more lap here. Okay, you're through, so I'll bring you in. I think Balky's going to stay out here. Just come back by the pit entrance, and we'll issue a bring in. Hopefully it's going to be enough. Yeah, I think it will be. There it is. Alright. Yeah, we might be... You're right, we could have maybe grabbed some wet knowledge for race day. It's a good point, actually. I should have brought them in sooner to do that. That was dumb. Quality trim, do this. 98. So I'm just going to go and like do a tire pressure tweak to see what this does over here. I mean, we'll throw on some wets now. But yeah, you're right. Because if it turns out to be like a pure wet race the entire time, we would have preferred to have that, so I should have brought them in a little sooner. Purple. 98. Here, I'll just do another tire pressure change and see if it improves or not. You're going out for quality trims. And go ahead and get me some wet knowledge as well. Not that we're going to get very much. In fact, probably not enough on either one. Oh, that's true. The track wasn't wet enough for the wet knowledge. That's true. The wet knowledge would come in super slow. I should have done it anyway, just to give us an option. Because we probably could have gotten to level 1, actually, but that's fine. Yeah, I had a haircut a week and a half maybe? Something like that. I'm mostly still wearing hats. Same as before. I think it gives a cleaner look for the streams with the green screen and stuff, but I don't know. Felt like going hatless today. I replete hatless. Okay, dokie. Well, quali. We are clearly going to go out in super softs immediately. So we only got the level 1 quality trim, which is too bad. We got the sweeter spots over there. Yeah, it would have been nice to get more quality trim. You're going to do super overtake mode. Obviously, you're going to go out on super softs. Yeah, 99% we got there. Excellent. And over here... Now, that's interesting. 98, 98. So we know what needs to happen here is the speed balance needs to go up a tiny bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the rear wing angle. And then do this... And that might give us a 99% by putting this back to excellent. Oh, actually, I overshot the excellent. Still, it really needs to be just the smallest smidgen to the right of where it was. Something like that. It's still a little to the right of the arrow, but it's probably fine. I think I'm going to immediately release one of the drivers and hopefully get ahead of the traffic. And then we'll have to give a beat after the first driver goes out, just to space them out. Obviously, there's going to be no rubber on track, which is too bad. But I think, because the problem, unless we just wait, hold on. Maybe we just send them out at around the 9-minute mark. Because they'll have 3 minutes before any rain starts. They will take longer on their outlap. But actually, that should work first. That should work fine. Maybe we'll send them at 9 minutes plus in 10 seconds, something like that. Or 9, 10, and then 9. So they'll go at 10 seconds apart. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit for a little tire grip. And a lot of the other drivers, I think, go out immediately. So hopefully we can get out after the first pack. Yeah, they are longer laps, that is true. But I don't think they're apocalyptically long. Maybe we'll be safe. We'll go at like 9:30 and 9:20. I mean, most of the drivers are out, which is good. All right. Let's do this. 98% is all we got. on here. That's going to have to be okay. Go, go, go. 99, which is what we've got loaded. Okay. Let's do this. Really, if Rhea can get, like, just happen to get her brakes in the right spot. The tires are the easier spot for us. We have half-decent compounds. It's easier for us to manage that. Although we didn't get excellent on Balky's tire. That's actually kind of disappointing there, Balky. All right, this is going to be a very important lap for us, because obviously our second one's not going to be any faster. There's not even any reason to go out unless we just want to get some more technical information. 13. Balky with only a 17? And that was pure dry. That was double great. I mean, Monty's got the boost from the Super Overdrive. I gotta say, it's a little disappointing. A little disappointing. But we did, you're right, the timing was perfect. Like, we basically could not have gone out, like, any later than we did. You know, we got maximum grip. I think we gave them all the edge they possibly could. Okay, that's really disappointing. And Surkov and Piaget are starting ahead of us. That's specifically the team we've got to beat. These guys over here. Well, if the weather is similar to practice and quali on race day, it's going to be great for us, because we're hopefully going to be finding a good place for a transition from one to the other. At least I got sponsor, yep. Yeah, quick check stats. I know we could have, but meh. Fire in Balky. Let Hema drive? Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm disappointed by the qualifying. Well, we're going to start off sunny anyway. Wow. Sunny to a very rapid transition to full... Oh my god. Okay, this is actually going to be insanely tricky. Because we're going to do like 9 laps slick into like 4 laps intermediate, or 3 laps intermediate really, into some wet. So I think we skipped the intermediate transition. I think we're going to be driving slicks into wets. Yeah, debatably no inters. I mean, I don't think wet knowledge matter, because we're only going to be on wet for a little while, right? We're going to be on wet from about lap, let's call it lap 12 to lap 20. And then we don't know what the weather's going to be like. It's going to be into inters or back into slicks. So yeah, we want to do 11, maybe 12 laps on slicks. So we know we're going to go race trim. I guess we're going to grab intermediate knowledge over here for Balky, because she doesn't have anything else. We're going to race trim. We can still pick up overtake mode maybe here. Does use higher fuel burn and condition rate loss. Although I think one of these is actually a lie. I think the condition rate loss is exactly the same here as the other one. I don't know if the ratio of performance gain to fuel burn makes sense. Maybe I should just do this as well. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was going to do for the final race. Hold on. The final race of the season. I was going to knock some things over. But I was going to make sure to put on the Ferrari. I think we go with the intermediate tire knowledge. I think the super overtake mode is really all about, it's really going to be a thing for quali more than anything else. So I think we go with these. And you're saying about 12.6 laps, then you need wets. So, really, when we are completing our 12th lap, we should switch to wets. So, what does that look like for tires, then? Super Softs wouldn't quite make it there. With a little bit of babying, maybe. Most likely we'd be hitting the cliff probably on lap 11, which might be fine. On the other hand, if we go to softs, we could push, because it's not actually that hot. It's 6 degrees. I think what we do, like, because I'm like, well, softs might last a little too long, so it's too bad we're not necessarily getting the ideal performance. But we can do softs and push. And I think that's the thing. We'll run a lot on orange, and try to get, try to use the performance as ideally as possible in the softs over here. So I think that's it. Cold weather, softs with some amount of pushing is going to be great. Of course, we're going to fully fuel the car and burn heavy. It's the opposite of what real F1 does, right? They fuel their car as minimal as possible to start off with, but we replace our engine or repair our engine every race, so it's less of an issue. So yeah, it's going to be the same plan. We're going to do softs with a fairly aggressive amount of pushing. I suspect a lot of the AIs will actually start on super softs, but that might really mess with them because they may have to box like a lap or two early, and then get in a really awkward period where they go, into another pair of slicks, then they got to come in for their wets, or maybe they go to intermediates, but then they still have to go to wets fairly soon. So this, I think, might be the best. We did get the 99%. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. So driver strategy, we'll start everything in double orange. I think that's going to be fine. True, the my 5x pit. Yeah, well, hopefully it'll be our rivals that do that. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with this. Oh, the weather forecast for the real Imola race? Pretty cold. There's a chance of rain on Sunday. Oh, hello. Wow. Wow. A lot of people starting with super softs in the front as expected. A lot of people starting... Okay, the medium starts are obviously going to be really mistaken because they're not going to get very much value. That's actually a really good sign for Balky, who's good at overtaking. Hopefully, Balky will find herself up into 14th at least in the not too distant future. What'll be interesting to see if Monty can get past Lee. Oh, yeah, they both went soft. That's too bad. If they'd both gone supers, because I think soft is the only reasonable thing. So it's too bad that they did that. It's too bad they didn't go medium or supers. Because we know they don't have more smoothness than us, because we have basically perfect smoothness. So they couldn't possibly make the super softs last long enough. So if they'd gone that, it would have been a mistake. That is unfortunate. So yeah, our team, their team, and then randomly Vidal over here has got the softs going on. It's whiskey and chocolate. Mr. Brightside! Best way to start the week again? Get in the mood for the race 2 this weekend. Indeed. It's been too long. It's 3 weeks since the last race. Because of, the way the scheduling and canceling and stuff happens. I could start... What if... Okay, hold on. I could start Monty on Super Overtake. Just to see if she can squeeze by someone right away. If she can squeeze by Lee. That would be pretty good. I suspect the race starts when first place crosses the start-finish line. Yeah. Oh, I didn't take super overtake mode. Never mind. Which I'm fine with. Okay, here we go! No places lost or gained yet. No, it's all the same right now. Wow, nothing really happening. Monty's actually not threatened or threatening anyone, which is interesting. Balky is still definitely caught up in this. And in fact is going to lose position here as she gets stuck in the train on the outside going through the initial turn of the chicane. Loses place, drops down to 18th, drops down to 19th. Balky, what are you doing today? This is the single most critical race of the goddamn season. Okay, we're having a discussion. Should we fire Monty? Should we fire Balky? What the fuck? Come on! And Monty lost the place as well. It's only in one at least. Son of a bitch. We're on better tires and everything. This is not what we need to have happen right now. Alright, Monty's back in 13th at least. Surkov's dropped down a bunch. Interesting. Piaget's doing pretty well, but Surkov going down. It's the headphones. The headphones are ruining it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. ERS is active right now. Alright. Monty... Yeah, this is a quasi-straight. This might be a good place for it. Although other people are ERSing as well. I'm going to have Balky maybe wait, because people in front of her are ERSing. She's going to be able to stay behind. She's not being threatened in any way. And then we can do a big push next lap. Or maybe right around here. After we get past this little hairpin, that's when we'll go for it. Oh, big overtake there on Vidal, who's just falling back like a rock. What happened there? That's interesting. And Balky did get past someone without having to use her ERS. So that's something. Monty's being threatened here, but we're just gonna... I mean, she doesn't have much of a charge to defend with anyway. Although the double pass is a little annoying. Just going to wait until we get past the hairpin, and then we're going to hit the button. The hairpin and then the turn. Okay, go, and go for Balky. Come on. Balky, let's make up those places now. 18th. Pass! Oh, come on! Where's your overtake? There we go. And then you get stuck behind someone else. Can you use the speed over here? Should have canceled the ERS. Okay, no, back into 16th, which is better than you started. Monty's in 12th, Balky's in 16th. So they're both up one place now than where they started this race. We probably can't orange their tires the whole time. I'm going to drop back down to neutral for now. So we've completed 2 laps and a bit. 2.5 laps. We've used 19% of our tires. So, and how many do we need? So, okay. So 19% divided by 2.5. So we're using 7.6 per lap approximately. And if we were to multiply that out to 12, that would be 91% of our tire. Which on a soft tire would just place us to the cliff, but not by much. So we can theoretically mostly orange our tires the entire way. Mostly orange our tires the entire way. We'll just have to do a little bit of yellowing, so we're going to do that now. Alright, we're looking for another place to ERS charge. Balky might get an overtake here. Oh, going the outside of the chicane there, then the inside, but no, we've lost the opportunity, which is too bad. This one's Sirkov's right on Monty's ass and is using charge, although I have to say, if he can't use it to get ahead of us in the corner, that was a lot of waste of that charge over there. You might have a bit of a shot here. I'm wondering with Monty if I should... Yeah, let's go ahead and fire off her ERS right now, defensively. On the quasi-straights, there we go. Oh shit, he's still gonna get by? Nope, Monty holds on to it. Come on, Monty! She knows she's racing for... Well, I was gonna say racing for contract life. We did offer her a contract. Maybe she wants more, and she's like, no, let me show you what I can do. So if it were to end now, we would actually end 5 points behind Panther Racing. We're Predator. We started this race 3 points behind. The problem is Piat gets up in 9th, having had an excellent start, which is very frustrating. The weather's not going to be any different. All we know is the rain is going to slowly drop off after lap, let's call that 17, 18, somewhere around there. It's not going to change our plan going into it. Our plan is we're going to do 12 laps on slicks and then come in for full wets. Units high stakes when Quills pulls out a calculator. Exactly. Every now and again, it's serious time. Alright, holding on. We're just trying to generate some charge here. I'm going to want some more with Balky. We might do it when we get past the hairpin over here. With Balky. In fact, we might do it with both. Monty's not going to have as much charge. And she's being threatened by DeGraff. Oh, no, not really. He turned it off. Alright. Get ready for overtake. Let me go and put your tires both back into orange here. There we go. Go. Boom! 11th place. And let's go ahead and kill it, because you're not going to overtake anyone else. And you have secured the placement gain. Balky, almost? Maybe? Can you get more on this straight? Come on. No, you're getting yourself boxed in. Might hold on to 14th, but no, he's going to have to give it up, unfortunately. Damn. Reset personal best sector. Good, good, good. All right. We've got enough of a gap that we can double stack now. Yeah, we could sort of split, but it'll be really awkward for the weather. I think if we tried to split them and box them on different laps, I think it would screw someone's race. So I think we have to go for the double stack, and we just got to hope that there's enough of a comfortable window here that it makes sense. Yeah, Monty can just save her charge for now because there's nothing going on. All right. Almost in the points. Zerkov is 15 now. Yeah, so Surikov having a bad race is really good. Piaget, though, is still going to be outpointing us. Although, if we get... Even if Piaget's still ahead of us, if we get both cars in the points and not far behind her, we'll end up with more points overall. But we need to come out with... I don't know if 3 points is enough. I don't know what our tiebreak is. We may need 4 points. Because 3, we'd equal them in points, and then it comes down to, like, overall comparative placement and stuff like that. Balky is being threatened here. This is not necessarily... I guess that is the spot we want to use that. Okay, and you're safe now. Good. Go back to saving your charge. At 64% here with Monty. I'm going to go ahead and give you your charge here on this back straight. Straight. I was going to say, see if we can close into Lee in 10th. Okay, let's stop now as we come into the corners. And we'll have enough charge. We'll probably try it again when we're past the hairpin over here for another boost and see if we can get ourselves up into 10th place. Lap 8. So yeah, we can probably intermediate to the end. Technically, that last lap or two might be dry enough that slicks with our adaptability would be enough. But intermediates with our adaptability should still be fine as well. Now, it's possible that we're actually going to want to come in the 11th lap. I don't think so, though. Is it? 12.6. No, I think the plan is still complete the 12th lap. We'll see. It's not going to be that close, so either we're going to smoke them via the rain stat or feel hard. I mean, anything is possible. We'll get some whiskey and chocolate here, too. What was that? Job! Thank you very much, Job! Oh, no. Oh, slowly realizing that our cat is finally succumbing to his illness after beating a 6-month-to-live time frame. 2 years he's not looking to last the night. Thank you for distracting Vrooms. I'm really sorry, Job. I miss having a cat a lot. It's amazing how those little guys get to be part of your family, huh? We did fall behind a little too much to be able to do the boost with Monty here. Alright, so the rain is starting. We're still going to be fine for now. What are you cursing about? Did you lose space there, Balky? You did. Although, as you come around this corner, let's go ahead and give it and see if you can regain it. Although, Surikov is using his own boost, but he's not going to have as much... Well, he's blocking well, but there we go. Get ahead. Stay ahead for the corner. Thank you. Maybe we're going to... I mean, again, we'd like to come in earlier for intermediates. No matter, we're definitely going to do a bad lap on slicks. That's just the way it's going to be. There's definitely going to be a lap, if not two, where we'd rather be on intermediates than slicks. Let's try to do... Okay, safety car. Well, obviously we're going to box. Obviously we're going to box. We're going to go to wets. There's going to be 2 laps behind safety cars where what tire we have doesn't matter. So, yeah. So Monty just passed the box. Although she's still going to go... I can't remember... No, everyone goes there. I guess, yeah. You go faster than the safety cars, but you don't actually use the performance. I mean, I guess I may as well do this in case it makes a difference. I don't think it does, because we're obviously going to burn through this no matter what. So we're going to box both. And yeah, we're going to switch to full wets, because by the time the safety car ends, it's going to be wet time. Give me a 50% charge. Wet. It's too bad that I didn't use the charge on Monty, because now it's going to go kind of the waste, because we can't use it now. I'll just do a 25% charge here, because that's going to be plenty for Monty. So yeah, Monty just missed the entrance. And it's Van Cloysen that crashed, which unfortunately does not improve things for us. The thing is, the safety car is convenient for us, but it's also going to be convenient for everyone else. The hope is they box for intermediates. If they box for intermediates, I'll be really happy. If they box for wets and do exactly what we do, we have no strategic gain. So, we'll see. I guess, I mean, I'll still low these, because I don't think, the tire pace doesn't matter. So this literally doesn't make a difference. So we'll just put it on neutrals. Or, I mean, we can go to backup, because this is what we're going to come out in. We're just going to have to watch the tire temp. Let me actually go conserve on you, because I suspect... Oh, they're letting her through. Yes, good. Because I suspect this tire is going to cool down too fast on the blue. I guess it doesn't matter. We can go with this and then just increase the temp afterwards. Okay, you got your charge. No, dude! You just boxed! Shut up! So this isn't even quite intermediate weather yet. It's close. Yeah, no, they're boxing for full wets. We may have lost our strategic edge with this safety car. And they got their full super softs out and everything, and they're going to full wets. So they got to do super softs into wets. Is Valky still going to be in 14th there? Okay, no. Oh yeah, and there's the tires undeheated. Are they going to heat on yellow? Yes, fully charged. I know, but I'm not going to use it now. Yeah, they're both fully charged. I guess the tire quality doesn't actually matter that much because we're not going to ride them that long. Yeah, that's really disappointing. That is so disappointing. I'm not sure if the temp's actually rising here. Hang on, let me go to orange for a sec, just make sure it's like above the 0 mark. Okay, yeah, it's risen a little, so we'll put you on yellow. Might have gotten to the end with the inters. Well, yeah, but that would have been about 8 laps of like really bad performance on the inters, I think. So I don't think avoiding the pit stop would have been worthwhile. Oh yeah, no, the tires are still getting cold here. All right, in. There it is. Okay. I'm going to double red. And ERS both. Go. You got a train. Anything else happening? I mean, everyone's basically doing the same thing here. There we go, Monty. 10th place. Oh! Oh, it's a mess. It's a big mess. 8th place. Balky's still in 13th. Yeah, Monty's showing us why she belongs on the team. Is what's happening here. I'm going to drop to double orange. Double orange. Keep going with the ERS. Come on, baby! Oh! Oh my god! 6th place! And Pia gets down in 10th. She had a really bad restart. Really bad. I mean, so does Balky. Come on. Going on to 6th. Okay. Yeah, clearly we need orange just to maintain temp. And actually, is there any reason I couldn't just redline them the entire time? You know what? I think we're going to red the engine, or the tires. Because, I mean, temperature's not going to be an issue. And we are definitely going to switch to intermediates. Possibly right at lap 20. Okay. Well, I was complaining about, the fact that our strategy advantage went out the window with the safety car. But the god tier restart by Monty. I mean, I don't expect her to stay in 6th because there's people with much better cars behind her. But I don't know. I don't know. Actually, you can stay on orange. You can go negative fuel a little bit, especially right now. It's such a sensitive time in the race. Oh my god, I'm so tense all of a sudden. Because if things were to end the way they are now, we would actually end 4 points ahead. I don't expect them to end exactly the way they are, both between us and the other team. Who's that in 7th? Partanen, who's even boosting here. Well, I think I'll go ahead and defensively boost with Monty. And I think we can probably get maybe ahead right before the corner. Come on. Get in there. It looked like you cut a corner a little bit, but 2 places gained. All right. And actually a third place as well. There you go, Balky. Are we in 5th? Monty overtook... Oh, we did use the charge, I guess. That's true. And we're also running their tires in red mode, and no one else is, which I think is a mistake on their part. I think we're going to have plenty of tread left on these wets. We may not be able to red the entire time because they might overheat, even in the cold temperature here. And yeah, the A always saves a good round of the ERS for the final round. That's true. Yeah, maybe we'll try to go into the final lap with at least 50% charge. Still, though, gaining positions now is really, really good. Surkov still down in 15th. Chica lost another place. Monty's doing well. This might be, as we come around the end over here, it might actually be a good place for a charge. I'd like to save up more before I go. To really make it stick. Maybe at the hairpin here. Monty's just holding these guys up like a champ. Just like a champ. There's going to be a pretty significant... Oh, now we're getting just past here. Yeah, well, they're just bursting past with ERS. I don't know if I can defend on this one now. That's unfortunate. And, oh, there's another one. And they're, like just being able to overtake in the corners just easily. Okay, through the hairpin with 1 and 2. Not really expect... Aw. Come on, Monty. Do the overtake! Do the thing! There you go. Alright. What about Balky? Well, 11th place. Almost 10th. We might be able to give you a little squeeze of power. They're actually wasting the ERS here coming into the chicane, which is interesting. And potentially quite good for us. We're going to lose there. Yeah. We just have so little charge that even using it for defense likely wouldn't do anything. Maybe we can get ahead on the inside of this corner. Excellent. Good. Although they have some charge again. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out, you guys. Tire temps, thank you. We'll just go to neutral. I think we can mostly just push, but I should have just switched to push a little sooner. We didn't 100% them. We caught it right before. Let me go and put you on medium, just to make sure your fuel burn's okay. Alright, we've got a couple more laps at least. Probably 3 more laps before we're going to go to intermediates. We'll probably bring in Monty first. Okay, I'm just going to go back to push here, because we gave ourselves a little bit more window. Keep an eye on the temps again. I don't know if it's going to rise on push. I think it will, but slowly. Watching out for defense over here. Balky's actually in position to maybe do some overtakes, although I think she might need more charge for that. Monty's close enough. We may be able to do something coming through the hairpin. I think I will. Especially we'll have to defend from behind anyway. Go. And go there. Come on, Monty. Come on. Overtake, overtake, overtake. There you go. There you go. There you go. Another crash. Yellow flag. Just a yellow. Okay. Too bad. Well, is it? Because we would have definitely come in for intermediates, but I suspect everyone else would as well. So tense. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll just hit the yellow for a little bit. Not that I'm really worried about tire wear. Why couldn't Balky have been the one who crashed this race? Motorsport giveth and motorsport taketh away. I think I might box for intermediates now. It's still slightly too wet, but by the time we get to the pit entrance and do the pit and everything, I think we're going to come out perfect intermediate weather. I think we box now. $75% charge. We got to take the risk. We got to try to do something.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Monty, forget what the brake pedal was. Damn. Planko sales, hey! Quill tense, time to lighten the mood. Uh-oh. Why did the old man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Damn it. 4 people have crashed. Alright, so you're going to come out on, I think, push mode. You can stay high engine mode for a little bit. Alright. That's it for the race. That's our last change. And yeah, it's basically the sweet spot for intermediates right now. So I actually swapped at exactly the right time. And I'm going to burn a little ERS here, just so that we don't overcharge. And then more people are probably going to pit, and we might find ourselves... You know what? Let's, like... just temporarily. Let's try to close as much as we can here. Try to get ahead of people who are boxing. Are they not pitting? Hold on, maybe. They're not pitting. Okay, never mind. That's actually quite good for us, because they're definitely not... some are. Okay. Let's go again on this straight. Oh yeah, there we go. Some definitely are. Hopefully we can get out ahead of them. Okay, up in the 12th. We're going to have to watch the temps, because they'll definitely keep getting worse. The fuel's not a problem, although maybe I'll go yellow now. Then we still have plenty of orange left, especially with Balky here. I know we got more whiskey and chocolate, but I can't right now. I can't. Our tires are definitely faster than everyone else's right now. And they still have the box. We're definitely going to make up a bunch of positions once they pit. When we come past the hairpin, I'm going to ERS again. Actually, let me go back to high engine mode here. Actually, I should have kept it high engine mode as much as... Now this is very good. Yes, everyone is getting a free pit stop, but we're going to get massive position here. I mean, then they'll be right behind us and they'll repass us a little bit. Let's go to green. Well, actually, I guess I'll go blue for now. And the first 4 were probably past the pit stop. They'll certainly box afterwards. Now, it is a little unfortunate because, in a sense, they might have stayed out for 1 extra lap on these wets. This is the craziest race. Problem is, Piaget is in 5th place on intermediates, still well ahead of us. And that means we are not going to be moving ahead unless something else happens. We really need them to crash. I mean, 25% of the field has crashed. So, you know, statistically. Alright, we've caught up to the train now. Oh, Surkov, yeah, isn't too far behind, too. He might end up in the points soon as well. Yeah, safety car's just waiting to pick up the person in first place. Oh my god. I think the only thing that can save us now is if Piaget crashes. I think that's it. I said 25% of the drivers crashed, not 75%. At least that's what I meant to say. And yeah, there is a little bit more boxing to be done over here. Yellow. I think we'll still have to go orange because I think it still drops on yellow. Just trying to milk it for as long as possible. Yeah, there you go. Alright, we'll just leave you on orange then, at least for now. Safety car, last lap left, heading to garage. As it turns out, we could have pit for dry tires. With the safety car. We could have boxed for slicks. We're not going to do that now. Safety car's up here. And go back down to neutral here again. It's not too wet. This is basically the transition point here, and it's getting drier. All right. Double red, ERS. Go. Just do it on the next crash. Yeah. The next safety car would take us to the end of the race. I don't think the AS can pit for dries now. No, it's too close to the end. We can redline our tires for the rest of the race, though. I don't even know if we'll hit max temp. Our fuel won't quite make it to the end of the race all red, although mostly. Come on, baby. We're almost past Lee, then we'd be right behind Piaget. Although we'll lose some position here. Can I get it back for the corner? The little ERS boost? No, it was just a wasted ERS. The Surcaw's right behind us, so we're looking for a double points finish. So disappointed. Why couldn't Balky be the one who crashed? Yeah, well, maybe we'll just save ERS now, I don't know. Although if we can get this overtake, it would be really nice. I'm just broken. Alright, we're coming in on the last lap now. We're going to have to orange a little bit. We don't have to quite yet. The tires are going to be fine. I think I want to use my ERS on this back straight here. I think right about now is the perfect time. Ugh. Yeah, not quite enough. Fuel, gonna have to go to orange. Tires can definitely stay on red, but so everyone else is doing the same thing. The problem is the way this race devolved is there was very effectively the safety cars like continuously erased all of our strategic advantage, and then we had the dumb crash on top of it. Fight to stay on the inside in this hairpin. I mean, 8th place is a good finish. Just not what we needed. I couldn't have stayed red till the end. I could have done a little bit more red in there, but I couldn't have redded the entire last lap. Oh, she lost a position post-crash? 18th and 19th? That's weird. I don't know why that is. Yeah, like, all our strategy got thrown out the window by the safety cars. It completely got erased. Illegal parts? And would have done better. Team Emma. Nope. Oh, that is heartbreaking. The thing, like, Chica made it all the way back up to 8th. Right? And she was several places behind. Like, we could have easily gotten, like, a couple of spots in here. You know, if we come up, like 5th and 8th, 5th and 9th, that probably would have been enough to give us points ahead. Or something like that. I blame the headset. Oh, that is just, I'm just broken. I'm just such a broken man. Yes, whiskey and chocolate. Let's look at that. Thank you very much. Quiet Tony, thank you very much. Mr. Prize has had his knighthood taken away. He was bad. Oh. Because he was Sir Prize. Sir Prize? Surprise. We didn't go full Ferrari. I think our strategy was fine. It just literally didn't make a difference. We could have come into this race in full clown mode and it would have been the same. So disappointed. We would have gotten so much more money coming in 5th. So much more money. Yeah, we would have done really well if Monty hadn't crashed. Haha, she's got a rivalry with Min Lee. Alright. Sounds like fun. World Transit. So Lucy Lavoie does win the World Championship. Not really a surprise. Although, yeah, this is interesting. How often does this happen in real motorsports? So effectively what happened here is a Ferrari driver won the World Championship. But Mercedes won the Constructors' Championship. Because their drivers came in 2nd and 3rd. How often does that happen in real F1? Where the person who wins, the driver who wins a driver's champion doesn't come from the team that wins the Worlds? Definitely not often. Because obviously the driver who wins has earned many points for their team. So they would have to be in a car and have enough skill to come in first all the time, but have a partner who's garbage. Could see something like that happening with Red Bull one day, just because like the second driver seems to have such a hard time. Pizza Metros, thank you very much. Never mess with the French. I hear they eat pain for breakfast. Indeed, that's true. 2008, McLaren won the drivers with Hamilton, but Ferrari won the constructors. Nice. See, interesting, fun stats. You want some pain au chocolat? Yeah. Ria's blaming our brakes. I mean, maybe that was the problem. It's like last year when Sebastian Vettel just went like right through the chicane because his brakes were like just done. Literally on fire. Could not stop the car. Just went straight through a chicane. I mean, she's not wrong. Our brakes are awful. We need to improve them. I think this might lower marketing. This might upset the CEO. No, listen, our brakes are shit. Sure. Yeah, see, it hurts marketing by quite a bit. I'm pretty sure, I was like, I think that's a bad answer, but fuck it. I'm gonna hit it anyway. For the lulz. Rhea, I think you should offer us a discount on your contract since you did crash. The pit crew were renewed last week, so we don't have to worry about doing anything like that. Just miserable. All drivers should pay a deductible for every crash. Yeah. I like it. There's people on Reddit that keep track of the World Destructors Championship, where they estimate how much damage each driver has done to their cars, like to replace parts or whatever, every season. And like, you know, whoever wins the Destructors Champion is the person who's like ruined the most car stuff. Receive private money. So, I mean, yeah, we got nearly 50 million pounds. It's a lot of money. But I don't know what the difference between 6 and 50 is, but it's probably quite a bit. It's probably something like a jump from 50 to like maybe nearly 70 or something like that. Like, I think it makes a substantial amount of difference in the ranks with the rules in this particular league over here. So we definitely lost out on several million pounds by one crash. We have the short qualifying sessions, which is fine. I mean, more RNG, but did Drew on doing that list? Yeah, I don't know. I suspect probably fairly high. Well, she accepted our contract. Sure, I'm gonna sign it. What's the goal of this gameplay? So the Underdog Challenge is doing involved us starting in the lowest possible league with the worst possible team. And our goal is to win the topmost league. We are now in the topmost league. It's our second season in here. And I had really hoped at the start of the season, like the goal that were set by our chairman stuff was 6. We accomplished our goals technically, but our true goals personally was to try to come in 5th or maybe even 4th overall. But engine development really hurt us. However, we are going into the next season with some much better engines. They're illegal right now because they're just, you know, prototypes or something. I don't know. How long did it take to get to this point? We have been playing for a year. Streaming basically once a week for a year. It's been a big endeavor. This is huge. I can't believe there's 1,200 people watching this series. Alright. I get a little bit more money from our chairman. So, I mean, I'm tempted to just pick the car with the best base stats, because the base stats carry forward from year to year to year to year. For the engine supplier, it's actually quite good. And then maybe save money, you know, in a few of the other categories. So, do we try battery? Because we did flywheel the first season. It was interesting, but I don't want to do it again. The supercapacitor is what we just did. It was pretty fun and interactive. Do we go battery to sort of split the difference, or do we stay with the supercapacitor? I think I kind of like the supercap. We might go here. I realize, like, obviously this has got, you know, better tire heating by a fair bit. Oh, the tire wear difference is basically nothing, but the tire heating difference is pretty substantial. Although I could also, I can tweak some of these to rebalance things a little bit. Oh, it was tire wear that was improving. It's not brake heating. I'm being dumb. Wait, hold on. Is there actually not a brake heating category? I kept talking about, like, our tire heat was really good, but our brake heat wasn't. There's not actually a tire or a brake heat category. I mean, we could spend quite a lot Yeah, a tire wear is better than heating. It's not a, it's like, it's a fraction of a star though, but it's a little cheaper. And it gives us slightly better tire wear, which is obviously very, very valuable. And yeah, so we can like balance between tire wear and fuel efficiency. We can balance between tire heating and improvability, which honestly we might want more improvability. I think this raises, yeah, how much we can improve each part, which is a better investment going forward into the future. I'm assuming this is for each part. I don't know. Are we going to spend 63? I mean, that's all of our money. It's going to make it a little harder for us to improve parts along the way. Maybe saving 6 million here actually does make sense. God, it's a whole star of tire wear, though. That is a lot of tire wear improvement. Holy shit. More wins, more money. You're right. Go all in. Go big or go home. All right, let's do it. We're going to go with this. That'll balance the tire wear and the fuel efficiency. Actually, what I might want to do is just tweak this so that there's one of these is like doesn't even have any into the 5th star in case we get an event that gives us +1 to one of these ratings. And maybe the same thing with the improvability, actually. What I might do is just bring it down, leave the last star completely empty, because sometimes you get an event that gives you for 1 million, you get +1, like a whole extra star, which is really nice efficiency. You can ask anything. Well, you have to do one race, I think, before we ask for money, but yeah, we can ask for money. No, 9 million will not last for very long. Which means not as many part designs, which is not good. Yeah, that much improvability, but no cash to make improvements. Well, I mean, the improvability of parts, I mean, is still something that our techs will be able to do. I'm actually thinking we might do something like this. I think I might like this better. We'll save another 11 million. We'll have 20 million for part development. Yeah, Rossini's what people are saying, yeah. I mean, we're going to start with 30 fewer points in our engine. But I mean, we're looking at things that are like in the 1500s anyway. So as a percentage, it's not that big of a difference. It lowers the improvability a little bit as well. But then we'll have more money to actually develop parts as well. And it does actually come with more fuel efficiency, which is kind of nice. Although we'll probably want to go back to... Here, I'll do this. Again. First 3 races are all something durability. Yeah. I mean, Kitano would, I mean, maybe for more fuel efficiency. No, I mean, we're pretty good over here. And it hurts the improvability that much more. It comes with a few more base stats, but less overall improvability. I think we're going to go with this. And our engines are going to be a lot better than last year already. Mostly we're just going to hope for some really good traits in our engines. Kitano's better, not that much more. You think Kitano's better? I like the more improvability. I mean, strong versus very strong. I mean, it is going to be better for fuel efficiency, but our fuel efficiency is really good already. No, I think I like Rossini. Yeah. And I think I'm going to go super capacitor again. I like the amount of interaction. I think spending a lot here for the tire wear is still quite nice. We could pull back. And it would like make sure we don't overkill the tire wear in case we get an event. Because right now if we get a tire wear event, we'll be like really annoyed that we could get 1 star for basically nothing. I'm actually wondering about going polymath. It's saving 6 million. It is a full star worth of tire wear difference. I know it's not the whole money we have for the whole season. We got sponsor money and different things, but yeah, I do like the better tire wear. Do we go with Tektra? Let's go with Tektra. You see money when the season starts. I guess that's true. We get some of that as well. Yeah, let's do this. And I'm going to do this. If we get the tire wear event, it'll be annoying. We might still invest in it, though, for the $1 million to finish the star. It might be fine. And if we don't get it, then we're going to be really happy with tire wear. All right, let's do this. Tektra is close to Petra. Can't argue with that logic. No matter how badly we might want to try. Done. I should have actually saved before this. Let me save now anyway. In case we do the thing where we miss the window for like starting to develop parts. Because it actually doesn't give you like a really good confirmation about some of that. Oh, that's right. You choose the goal at the start of the season and then that gives you money. That's right. So we will get another cash injection there. Although we still want to, we would still like to develop our final factory level. Although that's something like 40 million, so still a while away. And we saved 2.5 million because of financial value. That's true. The more expensive we go, the more we save. Ah, here we go. We could improve our tire heating by worsening our tire wear. That sounds terrible. Yeah, that's a big nope. That's a no for me, dog. Where's our new wind tunnel? Is Lavoie going to retire? Feeling fit. There we go. Permanent gym rat. More improvability on Chica. That's interesting. And the fitness, which I think was fine. She was already at 20 fitness, I think. Need to get her something for the last two smoothness. So yeah, I think what I would like to do, if we can, I would like to save up for the final factory. More staff, improving things faster. That was not the pit crew. That was, I think, just a bunch of neutral contracts ending. Because the pit crew should all be pretty high up. 9 races. I think it'll be all 9 races except some people who have more recently hired, like you. There's a 9. There's a 9. Because I renewed them last week. So yeah, they're all fine. Test track level 3 for legendary engine parts. I mean, maybe. Well, I think finishing the factory so that we can improve parts to their 100% performance more reliably might be the best. What is this? Tire simulations? Oh, it's 2.5 million for tire wear. Now, we don't get a full +1 because we've got something like 2/3, I think, of a star. So I think this is 2.5 million for the last 1/3 of a star. I think we might... We say yes. It's pretty good. People are saying yes. All right. Done. And now people are saying, no, it's too much. Well, it's done. I mean, what's... Oh, Ria's album is releasing today. There we go. All right. Woo! Tonight's all about the music. All right, car livery. What are we thinking? I mean, we got to shift it up. Ooh, how about we go with this one? I think I still want the base red color. Do we want to invert the white and black? Make it blue? It's cooler. The red ones go faster. Go Aston Martin, just go like British green. More red, more faster. Need Ferrari. Oh, the ugly little green part that Ferrari has on its current cars, yeah. Red for speed, yellow for luck. Should we just add some yellow in here for some more luck? There you go. You want ugly? This looks like a shitty like running shoe, you know? Maybe just double black. Yellow looks better. Back to the yellow. Just sign BWT as the title sponsor, and then we'll just go all pink. Black, yellow, red is Belgium. There you go. We're using Belgium colors. I mean, wait, what's a Belgium? I'm taking it. I'm just keeping it. Oh. We could have our whole car be like black and then have yellow stripes, or the other way around and look like a B. That's true. Make the red yellow and keep the stripes black. You just want to go yellow car? Just completely change your liveries around? How do we, oh, add. Keep this red pinned so we can come back to it. Like, yeah, the full Bumblebee color. What I like about this is you would notice this car on the track. And that was one of the things when I started watching live F1, and I had to choose who to root for. What I chose is, first of all, I mean, Ferrari, because it's classic, and it was red, so it's the easiest spot. And then it was, well, at the time, it was Force India, or whatever, because pink was really easy to spot. I love it, not a fan. Or Renault, yeah, we're Renault now, boys. Renault doesn't exist anymore, so we can totally do it. Old Jordan team? Jordan F1, ah. Chat is so divided, I love it. Done. Half the chat loves it, half the chat hates it. That sounds like perfection to me. All right, we're going to do the preseason testing. When the preseason testing finishes, make sure I start designing a goddamn part. Couldn't you actually had a wasp nose in those colors? That's funny. Balky up in second overall. Interesting. Interesting. The other teams are sandbagging. The other teams are pulling a Mercedes. Is what's happening. Interesting. Second fastest in preseason testing. Monty didn't get that many laps either. Didn't say she had a mechanical problem, but it sort of feels that way. It's whiskey and chocolate. All right. I forget, it does autosave after this, which is good, which has saved us before when we forget to design the part. Hey, Tony, your car color is unbelievable. Wasp, are you talking about? Guys, we're going to design a part. Let's start with the engine right away. What we could do for the first engine is actually throw this one in that has the increased reliability so we can actually use it like right away. Or if we're not going to use the first engine design, we just go and use this for maximum cheapness and fastest turnaround. I think we just do this. Because the next part we can do like the plus 20 and the plus 30 over here, which is quite nice. The improved fuel efficiency is actually kind of interesting as a trait that we're going to have access to. Oh, it did say she had gearbox issues at some point. Oh, excellent. It went away later, but yeah. Plain Coast Hills, thank you very much. Next season is going to be a buzz. Oh, honey. Just makes it... it's cheaper because it doesn't cost us $50,000 for a part. That's all. We just save $50,000 by doing this. If this is just going to be a throwaway engine that we're not intending to use, we may as well save 50 grand and 2 days of development. So I think we'll probably just go and toss this. What are the issues during preseason testing mean? I think it's just random flavor text. I think we'll just do this. There's just going to be a throwaway as we build towards more stuff. Yeah, it's just the practice part. Okay. We're just, you know, just 1.5 million pounds. Just, you know, we're just going to just toss it. Doesn't matter. Just, it's a garbage part. I want to set a target of 4th. I know it's going to be harder to meet. It's only another 7 million. If we set it to 6, it'll be a lot easier to meet, which makes it easier to keep up our marketability. Like, it's only offering me 7 million more total. Yeah, I think 6 is better, because one of the big things with it is you want to underpromise a little bit because it keeps your marketability higher and keeps your chairman a lot happier, which is good, because the first thing we're going to do this season is lower his happiness by 50% by asking him for more money. So yeah, we'll go 6th. It's worked out well for us, this entire thing. There's nothing I need to do, right? No, we're good. Oh, we could start improving parts. God damn it. Actually, let's improve these engines, because we're not going to use the new one. See, yeah, hard save, then improve parts. We missed a little bit of part improvement, which feels bad. Should I reload to the autosave? How many days did I lose? I lost 1 day? Reload. Okay, let's reload. I forgot that you could start improving parts right away. So we just have to design the engine again, and then we need to improve things. Always forget something. Rhea needs you to improve her brakes. Okay. Design, engine, do this, go. What is crucial for the first race? Acceleration, low speed corners. So these are the parts that, A, you want their performance as high as possible, but also the things that are going to break down the fastest. And then I'll also improve reliability in these engines, because they're the things that mid-race repairs for them are pretty brutal. Also the loose condition higher mode. So the first race or two of the season, we tend to do the thing where we underfuel a little bit, because we're not going to be pushing the engines the same way. In fact, we're probably just going to yellow the engines the same way, depending on how reliable we get them. We'll see. We'll see. And then I guess there's no real need to throw more things in here. In fact, I could just do one. So whatever... I should just do one type of thing over here. And then this will just be the one of the last things we design parts for. Yeah. Yeah, it is at the right. People are just... The first few people are right, and then other people are just copying the message, but we already allocated staff. We're good. Okay. All right, now I think we're done. Let's do a safety save. In case something else gets missed. Oh, our target. Yep. There you go. So first engine came through. We're going to go back to engines. We're going to go top speed, top speed. Our great parts are very lacking. On the other hand, we've got some pretty good level parts. Because we can drop like the plus 40 in here. So we can go 20, 30, and then the plus 40 to the top over here. Something like that. So yeah, this gives us a higher peak. But by taking this one, it starts with a better performance. Takes a little less work, which means we can use it a little sooner. And that's okay. So this one's got a higher max potential, but this will reach the top potential that it has faster. So we'll do that. And then, yeah, when we design the next one, we might just throw in this part over here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Wow. Yeah, so there's another plus 40 to the max. It doesn't add 5 days, but the reliability starts worse, so it's going to take more time to get there anyway. I guess it's Well, this takes longer to build and is more expensive. So I don't know. I don't know which one we take, but I'm going to design this one right over here. Yeah, I hate the in-quali, in-race only. There's not that many in-race only. Mostly they're in-quali. And yeah, the plus 40 max isn't bad. We'll be able to make some actually very performant engines. If you don't use a great part, you can't get that pick. Is that true? Well, then we'll just use this one next time. I don't know if... That's not true, because if I throw 2 averages in here, it still unlocks the great. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. So anyway, but maybe we'll do that one just for safety, just to be sure. But for now, we're going to do this, because obviously there's nothing else going on. Okay. Yeah, 5 days extra development does suck. I just don't know the extra 15% reliability, how much time that adds up to. Sponsors, Doha, engine build finish. I mean, we've got no one to choose from right now anyway. I don't think we're going to use this engine. So I'm not going to bother boosting the reliability. We're just going to ignore it. And that's that. And we're not going to do the race today. We are going to be wrapping up the stream here. Huh. Well, there we go. What are you talking about? Not designing a new part. We literally just started designing a new engine. You maybe stepped away for a second. Pretty sure 15% is considerably less than 5 days. It probably is, yeah. It's still an extra 150 and an extra day as well, because it's a great part. But we'll throw it in if we're concerned that we need that to unlock the next tier. Then yeah, we'll certainly throw it in. This is 9%. Well, so 10% per day, but divided against all the parts you're doing. But it'll still be better overall for us. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. The schedule for the next few streams is going to be a little weird. There's some stuff coming down the pipes, so I don't exactly know what to announce where in terms of things. In fact, and in particular with the racing, I think the next 2 Mondays may not be racing. It may be something else. Details are still sort of shaking themselves out over there. So, keep an eye on the Discord, keep an eye on the Twitter for announcements for what the next streams will be. So there's just some things are just coming around. And we'll see how that goes. It's also weighted. Yeah, the part that has less is which just kind of annoys me because sometimes I would just rather just increase them all at the same time so that the parts sort of age off a little bit more consistently and need a little bit less micro, because theoretically all the parts will reach their 100% reliability at the same time no matter where they started, which is a little awkward, but I guess is okay. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. I know Kiss for Luck is gonna be streaming in 15 minutes, but we've got nothing else to do right now, so we're going to wrap it up. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I'm going to see you guys soon enough for things. Bye-bye. Oh, the series isn't going to stop. It's just going to have maybe a little bit of a hiatus, which I talked about before going into this last season. Well, not the last season. This new season, regardless. And specifically, I think there's going to be a couple other things that are just going to interrupt things. So I'll see you guys soon enough. Bye-bye, everyone.